Family, what's going on? Kyle Henderson, Bama Football on YouTube. Did you like Alabama's recruiting class? In this video, I'm going to give you my assessment of this recruiting class. I'm going to talk about a sleeper. I'm going to give you my superlatives on this signing class. And we're going to get quotes from Coach Kalen DeBoer following his press conference, which was held today. We also have a little bit of a signing day watch, which was moved from Wednesday to Friday. That's with Bryson Cooley. Also in this video, from Jordan Edmonds all the way to Xavier Griffin, I got you covered. And yes, Xavier Griffin did end up signing with Alabama. We are on a flip watch still, and this is moved from today at 1:15 to Friday. Now, this is for Bryson Cooley. He is choosing between Alabama and LSU. Is it a bidding war? Do you think that's what's happening? Let me know inside the comment box. A big-time offensive tackle, 6'6", 315 pounds. He's been committed to LSU for a while. Do you think Lane Kiffin is going to keep him, or do you think he hops up in the class of 2026? Let me know inside the comment box. The prediction from the experts is Alabama. We will know on Friday. Let's jump right into it and talk about one of the nation's top running backs, and that is Ezavier Crowell out of Jackson, Alabama. The in-state prospect was unbelievable this year, and it's amazing to me that he reclassified from 2027 to 2026. Coach Kalen DeBoer said this about him: when he reclassified, we knew he was the one. Huge for our program, finishes in the end zone, breaks tackles. He has the real mindset. Yo, Ezavier Crowell, if you have not seen his highlight, I have a couple videos that showcase his highlight. My goodness, this man is a grown man. It's amazing to me that he reclassified. He'd be the number one running back in this class and in next year's class. Just unbelievable, gigantic pickup for Alabama. What's your excitement level? Seriously, what's your excitement level on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being the highest on Ezavier Crowell. Sound off inside the comment box. Jireh Edwards, yo, this guy's a human missile. Coach Kalen DeBoer said this: physically, he'll hit you hard, a great leader and teammate. From St. Francis out in Baltimore. Yo, you know the prospects that come out of St. Francis. As soon as I say it, guys like Chris Broswell, Shane Lee, Blake Corum, man, that program sends out so much talent. Jireh Edwards, I'm telling you, this guy is a difference maker. This was a crucial pickup in this class, 100%. How about Mack Sutter, tight end? 6'5", 220 pounds. Yo, Alabama's tight ends. I really like, Caleb Edwards and Marshall Pritchett. Those guys came in last year. I like this prospect as well. He played on each side of the ball, even played a little bit of quarterback. Coach Kalen DeBoer said this: 6'5", 220. Incredible genes. Dad played in the NFL, brings energy and juice. Just an awesome family. He was really hyped up about Mack Sutter. Bear Fretwell. It was funny. I was listening to Coach Kalen DeBoer on the broadcast talking about his recruiting class. And he was like, now that I've been in the state of Alabama, the South, I have never met more Bears, Bryants, Knicks, right? I mean, this is the Southeast. And Bear Fretwell, monster, 6'6", 296 pounds out of Georgia. And he said, loves Alabama. His family loves Alabama. More Bears and Bryants than we've ever recruited. That's from Coach Kalen DeBoer about his offensive lineman that checks in. They actually got 4 offensive linemen and still waiting on that Bryson Cooley situation. Jett Thomalla, yo, this guy was an absolute baller at the high school level, 6'4", 200 pounds. Coach Kalen DeBoer said this: all through the air, right? His name is Jett, right? Nebraska's all-time passing leader, state champion. Rarely played even full games because his team was so dominant. He ran the show, and he comes in. I was watching this film. Man, great touch on the football. Honestly, you know what? I'll be honest. He's very comparable, in my opinion, to Keelan Russell. I talked to somebody, great source, and I was like, do you like him? He's like, I love him, honestly. So this is a really key pickup for that quarterback class. Tayden Kaawa, right, out of Utah. Bigger quarterback. I think he's comparable to Austin Mack. 6'6", 240, right? He's a 3-star, back-to-back 30 touchdown seasons, big body, big arm. This is Coach Ryan Grubb's guy that he recruited, a winner who can push it downfield. That was Coach Kalen DeBoer talking about Kaawa. And I think we have a clip. Oh, this is it right here. Talking about signing 2 quarterbacks. I'll go back to Xavier Griffin in just one second. He said, look, why did you recruit 2 quarterbacks? And he's like, you just don't know what the future holds, period, right? You always want to have 5. And we found the right guys. Between Jett and Tayden, I just love what we bring from an arm talent, winning mentality. Just go-getters. Yo, and I was thinking about this, and I have another graphic that I'll show you. talking about Alabama's quarterbacks for next season, right? And a lot depends on what Ty Simpson is going to do. I personally think he's going to leave, like very high confidence, but that would be 5 quarterbacks, right? Ty, Austin, Keelan, right? Jett, and Tayden. That's 5. So have to see what happens. Going back to this clip, Xavier Griffin. There was a little bit of anxiety just because he didn't sign early in the day. There was nothing weird going on. It's just sometimes paperwork. You know how it is. This is one of my favorite prospects because I think his upside is phenomenal. And Coach Kalen DeBoer said this. He's got length and real versatility on the edge. Can't wait for our defensive staff to get their hands on him. See him as a Jaha Campbell type guy. I'm telling you, if you have seen film on this young man, he can play edge. He can play inside linebacker. Tremendous, tremendous pickup for the Tide. On the corners, he briefly talked about Jordan Edmonds and Zion Gibson. Just, really happy about signing those 2 prospects. These are big-time gets. Jordan Edmonds is a baller. How he got moved from a 5-star to a 4-star, I have no idea. And Zion Gibson, glad he checked in with the Tide 2 in-state prospect. Talked about the safeties, Jireh Edwards, as we talked earlier, and then you got also Rael Kelly out of Cincinnati, Ohio. The defensive line, you got Nolan Wilson, one of my favorite prospects in this class. I think it's my second favorite highlight tape after, I don't know. I got Cederian Morgan, Ezavier Crowell, but Nolan Wilson's tape is fire. Cam Johnson out of Muscle Shoals, Jamarion Matthews, and Corey Howard. Those are your defensive linemen. And talking about the 5 stars under Coach Kalen DeBoer, right? And the thing is, you look to Coach Kalen DeBoer and what he's been able to do since the time that he first got here, right? And to me, it's really impressive the guys that he's been able to get. I mean, right out the jump, you got Ryan Williams, okay? And getting Ryan Williams was a huge kind of, stepping stone. You get him, and then after that, you get Keelan Russell, Michael Carroll, Dejon Lee, and you look to how those players have played, right? I mean, those guys have 100% played early. And, I mean, Dejon Lee's a starter, Michael Carroll's a starter, right? And Keelan Russell, he's going to get there. You also got Xavier Crowell, right? Xavier Griffin, and then Jireh Edwards. In my opinion, a couple guys should have been 5 stars, including this one right here, Cederian Morgan. Morgan was an absolute he's a menace. 6'4", 220 at the high school level. I can't even imagine the poor kids trying to guard this dude. Mack Sutter, we talked about him. And then Owen Cabell ends up staying home in Nashville and committing to Vanderbilt. And then Brian Williams, Jr., he'd been committed to Alabama for some time. He ended up committing to Auburn. Okay. Before I talk about portal needs, I want to go over my signing day superlatives. I'll keep this nice and concise. Big athletic quarterbacks. I mean, think about it. If you take Ty Simpson out of the room and you just have 4 quarterbacks, you got a 6'3" quarterback, Keelan Russell. You got a 6'4" quarterback in Jett Thomalla. You got a 6'6" quarterback in Tayden Kaawa, and you got a 6'6" quarterback in Austin Mack. If you throw on walk-on John Gazaniga, he's like, what, 6'7", 260 or whatever? So you got a huge quarterback room. Now, that could be a basketball team, right? Okay, is one running back enough? Alabama only signed Xavier Crowell. So you kind of look to the running backs next year. Daniel Hill, Kevin Riley, A.K. Deere, Richard Young, Xavier Crowell. Do you think one running back leaves? Is that enough? Does Alabama hit the portal for a running back? I don't know. I think they're set, but let me know what you think inside the comment box. Same thing with the wide receiver position. They only signed Cederian Morgan. That's the only wide receiver they had. The other 2 flipped. Does that mean Alabama goes to the transfer portal? I don't know. I have a graphic that I showcase kind of, the receivers and, guys going to leave. Are they good? We'll see. 5 offensive linemen if Cooley does end up signing with Alabama. Right now they're at 4. I don't know. We'll find out on Friday if he chooses to commit to Alabama. Defensive linemen, I think they look really solid. I'm really excited about the prospects, as I mentioned. Linebackers, love Griffin. And one shout-out that I want to give is to Zay Hall. Out of Tuscaloosa, Hillcrest, Coach Kalen DeBoer was like, it's very important for us to keep guys in the state, especially guys that are that good, bring them home. Zay Hall, 6'2", 225. I'm so excited about him as a prospect. And then the secondary, I think this is probably their best spot, right? Jireh Edwards, Jordan Edmonds, and Jireh Edwards are ballers. Like, that was 100% a slam dunk. Now, kind of looking at the transfer portal, right, which will open up January 2nd to the 15th, where do you think Alabama needs to go? Sound off inside the comment box. I say, definitely the tackle position. I don't care how much money you have to spend. Whatever you have to do, the right tackle needs to be taken care of. Inside linebacker. I think with Nikhai Hill-Green, Justin Jefferson, and Deontay Lawson all exiting, you need an inside linebacker, right, like a vet. And then the kicker. Come on, all right? You need a kicker. So at least to create some competition. I mean, I just other schools shouldn't have better kickers than Alabama, period. Okay. Fam, I hope that you enjoyed our signing day coverage. It's a real pleasure to be able to talk Alabama football with you, to cover the prospects, to cover this great program, this great brand. It's a real blessing, to be honest. So if you like the content, you like the delivery, the graphics, all that stuff, please hit the thumbs up. If you have any questions, post it inside the comment box. Anything jumps out to you, let me know. One thing, too, that stood out to me is think about where Alabama's recruiting from, right? And on Wake Up Bama, I'm going to talk about Courtney Morgan in his comments about retention, because he said retention, it costs too, right? So it's not the biggest class. It might not be the number one class, but they're getting players that fit into this system. So great job for the Alabama Crimson Tide today. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys inside the comment box. And, of course, at Wake Up Bama at 4 a.m. and then live at 10 a.m. tomorrow, right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Thanks for watching, fam. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See ya.